Hi guys, very long time since I've been around. How you going? Victor 826. What's been going on, guys? I've been that flat out, it ain't funny. Alright, let's show you what's going on. Alright, for starters, trim the bottle brush. And we used to have a bush over here. And yeah, right down in this hole here. Yeah, we ripped it out yesterday and we took it to my fiance, which is Nadia Brandsma. Beautiful woman. We took it to her mum's and we mulched it all up with her stepdad, and we did a mighty fine job. Mighty fine. Alright, let's move on. So it wasn't a bad job. So I got this one in here the other day. The day before. This one here needs its blades sharpened and oil changed. Actually runs really well for a Chinese knockoff, I suppose. And then they're going to give me this one, because this one doesn't run. And I don't know if you can see this, but if you're a fan of Dave's Farm and you see these two little bits that you need a special tool for, well, I'm going to show you later on in a later video what Dave did. Dave from Dave's Farm, if you haven't seen him, go and check him out, he's pretty awesome. I will show you how to use an angle grinder and just cut a slit in both of these, and then you'll be able to tune it so your mixture screws work and this thing runs like a dream. Alright, next. So check out for the video, hopefully before the end of the year. Free washing machine. Apparently it's got a bad solenoid, so I picked it up for nothing. So we'll see what's going to happen. And oh yes, this little Ryobi whippersnipper, I got this one for free. It's got the bump head, the guard, and it's also got a steel guard and a cookie cutter blade. The only problem with it, yep, that's rooted. Alright, next one. And then I've got to put a auto feeding head on this one for another customer, because I sold this one for about 80 bucks. So yeah, apparently that one's just a bump head. Anyway, work something out. Get that done later on. So I've got to service this one, which is mine, this one, and this one, because I've been using all three. And yeah, I'll get that done today before I go mowing some more grass. Ah, and here's a new addition. Hello, Nigel. This is my fiance's little galah. Nigel, how are you, buddy? You doing okay? You happy? Yeah, we picked the cage up for about 50 bucks off one of Nadia's friends. And me and Nadia's grandfather decided, oh yeah, we'd fix it up some, we'd shove it under there. It's got little candy cane lights underneath, so when it lights up at night time, it looks a treat. And we got some rope lights around here, because of course, it's Christmas. You beauty. It wouldn't be Christmas without it, would it? So this is actually quite a massive update, so we'll keep moving along, and we'll see how we go. Because I've got more stuff to show you at the back, and I've got a surprise later on. So hang on a bit, hang on a little bit. Alrighty, this is in the back of my ute here. This is Nadia's stepdad's little push mower. I know it's a Tecumseh, but that's what I call them. The Tecumsehs ain't really bad. It's just, yeah, the big ends end up throwing big ends, and that's not good. So they're not a bad engine when they're running. When they're not, well, might as well put it in the junk pile. But anyway, we'll get that done. Oil change, maybe new blades, and new throttle cable, and she'll be running like a champ. He's had that one since he was down in Melbourne, and he's had it for 18 years. So we want to keep this legacy rolling along. Alrighty, I think I've covered pretty much the stuff I needed to cover. Oh yes, hang on. And I don't know if you noticed, but that trailer's empty. So, here he is. the little red fella, I parked him in the front yard here. There's the deck. There's the old Cox. I still haven't got the wheels for it, so I've got the rear rims off it last time. I'll get the front ones off it when I get some time. And then I'll start going to get some tyres. Alright. Well, I think we can run along to the backyard. Oh, now before I do, remember I said I wanted to fix that trailer and put a floor in it. Well, this is it. For $95, a 6x4 length of checkered plate. If you're in Victoria or in Swan Hill area, you can pick this up for 95 bucks. Cheap. So, alright, we'll mosey on in. Free barbecue. Picked it up a while ago. Got a charcoal grill and a LPG hot plate. Just watering the lawn over there. Ooh, I've showed you too much. Alright, this one here, it's been here for a while. This one's all serviced, ready to go. This one needs a service. That's one of my friends. Okay, this one's new. This is mine. I got it for free. That one's new, and that one's new. These two Victors here. Bought them both for 50 bucks. That one runs, that one doesn't. We'll soon figure that out. This is another one of my customer ones. There's that mulcher over there I've got to put an engine on. I've got to fix this for him. That one still hasn't gone to scrap, the engine. And the little fella over there still hasn't gone to scrap. I moved a bit of stuff around. Go-kart's over here. So I will be doing a few things shortly. I'm going to put an engine on this. I might actually take the air compressor off it for now and just sandblast it and paint it. I want a cat air compressor, and that little tiny one that's in the shed here, the little Gillespie, I'm going to turn that into a John Deere. So it's going to be good. Alright, now before I go and show you a few other things, check this out, guys. I know you're going to like this. Now you guys have never seen this, and I've been waiting for a nice sunny day to do this, but here it is. Without further ado, I have my very first John Deere self-propelled push mower. It's got a Kawasaki engine on it. These are pretty rare to find nowadays, especially in 80s. The only thing I can see wrong with it is that it's missing the John Deere logo. So it's missing the John, but it's got the Deere on it. But it's in not bad condition. And it runs. I picked it up for $90. What a deal. Now the only thing that's wrong here is the little tensioner that's underneath the engine, where you got your blade hub down the bottom. You got your blade going across. It's one of those ones which I don't like because they bend the crankshaft too easy. All I've got to do is undo the blade, undo a couple of bolts, pull the self-propelled bit off because I'm going to keep little bits. I'm going to keep the self-propel if I want to put it on later because it's got all the holes and everything for it, and it just makes a screeching noise when you start it. So I'll pull that off and then I'll use this for commercial mowing because it's a big aluminium deck. It says here that it's about 100 decibels, so it's pretty loud. And there's the model numbers, JD30714SB, and then just a serial number. Alright, what else we got going on here? Got my little radio in here, got my iPad, doing services and tune-ups. Whole shitload of engines. If I ever decide one blows up, I've always got another few spares. Here's most of my spare parts in here too. I don't know, she's starting to get a bit of a mess in here. Also, with that that grey Victor mower, I also got another one with a catcher that runs. I rented that to somebody else, so I'll get that back very shortly after I fix that little one over there with that little 3.75 Briggs on it, little mulcher, and I'll get it back. Alright, and this is a Ryobi chainsaw. This thing runs. It's got the bar, just it's missing. It's got a broken blade brake, so I've got to hunt around for one of those and a chain, and I've got to get the proper nuts to go on the tighten the bar down. So no, it's going well. Bought another angle grinder for $40 off Buy Swap, Facebook Buy Swap and Sell, and I finally have an attachment for my wire wheel to go on. So well, we'll use this in a later. We'll use that as in a later date, I reckon. I've also got a small engine home now, so during the winter time, we'll see what happens. You know, I might do a few engine rebuilds and that if I've got time to do them. Scrap pile's getting bigger and bigger, so nothing wrong with that. You know, I can always use these bits and pieces if I want to. And that shed's still staying there, so I don't know whether I'll get the blacksmith shed up this year or maybe start of next year, because, well, I've got to clean out my little burner there and, you know, burn some more charcoal, so we'll see. And then I'll use the railway track as my anvil, so I'll machine that out or cut that out. Alright, this is a little trailer that the checkered plate is going on. So what we'll do is we'll remove 1, 2 and 3, and then all it's going to do is sit right there, and then it's going to have enough room to have a toolbox in here. And then what I've got to do to pull is I've got to put a couple of plates under here, because as you know, my Ute's a 2004 BA RTV Ford Ute, or Ford Falcon Ute. It decided, you know, when they first built them, you know, when they actually manufactured these Utes, they decided to have a little bit of lift on them. The idea, people don't understand. The reason is so you can go off-road, but it's not a 4x4. It's a two-wheel drive, off-roadable Ute, and it does have a diff lock in the arse end. So, yeah, well, I'll get that going, and then I can haul all my machinery. Instead of being in my Ute, I'll haul it in here and make a cage that goes up and over and down. And then I'll make a gate, probably out of one of these, because they've already got hinges. See? And then I'll probably, yeah, just build it up, and yeah, I can transport my machinery in there instead of a Ute, or I can go and pick up people's machines and drop them off to be fixed or serviced. So, going good, guys, going real good. Alright, now for the moment you've been waiting for. I only just did this today, but you know, I haven't had a lot of time to do much, and you've already seen a little bit of it in the video. So, hey Brownie. So Brownie here, my little co-star, aren't you, buddy? You're my co-star, aren't you, buddy? Alright, now me and Brownie are going to present to you, ta-da! I've actually lifted the racing mud mower up, and I've got a theme that will blow your mind. So, yeah, I'll start taking the front end off, and I'll pull the arse end out, and, you know, we'll start sanding it down, and I'll start boxing the frame like I said I was going to, but I just ran out of time to do anything. So, oh yeah, it accidentally fell off these drums before, past everything, and yeah, it kind of broke me brake lever. But well, these handlebars are coming off, and I'm going to put the steering wheel back on, because that's from, all those parts there are from another Westwood ride-on, exactly the same as this, except it had the deck and the engine. Let's see, yeah, box the frame, make a motor mount to fit other engines on there, because this is only supposed to have a massive Honda on it. If I want to put a 5-speed in, I will. It's just hydro for now. Heel and toe hydro. I know people say they're not real good, but hey, look guys, you got to make do. I do have a couple of Peerless transmissions laying around, and I did have a big 5-speed heavy lug rear end for a, hang on, I know people hate me walking around with the camera, but this is the only way I've got to do things. So I had a big 5-speed lug rear end, just like this old 834E, like the old 834E here, and I can tell you now, it will be awesome. I'm just going to make myself a clutch, make myself a few pulleys, make myself a few idler pulleys and tensioner pulleys just to tighten everything up, and this thing will work a treat. So hopefully we'll see how we go, because if I reinforce these mounts here and here, sorry about the sun, you probably can't see, if I reinforce these mounts here and here, I can make my bull bar, my brush guard or bull bar, come out to about there, and here's as far as the hood got. I'm just waiting on some more checkered plate. You've seen it's just been sitting here as of last time, and when I do get some more checkered plate, I will be sanding this down properly. And the idea is to actually make an old school blower that has the butterfly, so every time you rev the engine, the butterfly opens up and down. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do that, but hey, I've worked miracles before, so we'll see what happens. So there you are guys, I've been quite busy, very busy. I even mowed the back lawn, now it looks nice and spotless, and just watering it now and looking after it. I might have found an engine for the Honda XR500. That one will be hopefully getting a restore next year, I'm hoping. We'll see. We'll see what happens if it's in the budget. And yeah, eventually what I want to do with that hot water service is I want to get the old bowlings here, take the deck off so I can fix it. Here's me. And because it's a hydro, got to get tubes and all the tyres and that, because she's gone flat as. And what I want to do is I want to make a grader blade or a plough on the front there, that basically you can drop down. Just use a lever and drop it down, and then you can use it to push garbage or garden waste and make her into like a little bulldozer. Who knows, maybe we'll put a stack on it and we'll see how it goes, because I did actually get that fella running. It doesn't run too bad, it smokes a little bit, but there's not much I can do. And Nadia's quad bike here, the fiance's quad bike's not too bad. All I've got to do is an oil change, get a PCV, pressure, positive crankcase ventilation, PCV pipe for it, and what else was it? And get the seat reupholstered, which is here. And I didn't get a chance to finish the Ned Kelly armour last year because he didn't end up turning up, and then he did turn up, so we'll get that all finished up. And it's coming along. It definitely is coming along really, really well. Alright, well thanks for that guys. It's now on nearly bloody 20 minutes, so oh yeah, about 19 minutes. So anyway, let me know if you want any, if you have any questions, just ask them and I'll answer them as best I can. All the stuff that all that the old Yardman, I scrapped that. If you don't remember, if I didn't say, all the engines are now in the front of this big shed. So the old 7 horse, I pulled off this old Rover Ranger 727, because I'll be using that, because the fuel tank cracked in the heat. So if you've got old engines that have a plastic fuel tank, do not leave them in the heat because they will crack. Alright, so just a heads up on that one. And then if I get some time and if I've got the right size tyres, I will use my selection of tyres for the actual go-kart. I've actually got some quad tyres here, one there, and I can't remember for the life of me, and one there. So I might throw them on the back there instead of the old ride-on tyres, because they're all 5 hubs, so that's good. 5 heavy lug rear end, and that's just a straight solid axle all the way along. It's not actually a split axle, so if I push this one should normally go backwards. These two it's basically a posi rear end, so you basically have to drift it around corners. How fun will that be? But anyway, well, yeah, take the front end off, take the tyres off, see if they fit the other tranny I got in the back shed there. If not, I'll have to find some rims and then put some heavy lug rear end tyres on it and some beefier front end tyres, and we'll see what happens. She'll start to be coming to life, but I won't tell you the theme just yet, because when I start painting it, you'll notice. I'm also planning to, I'm not going to tell you everything, but I'm also planning, because what they normally have is a little tiny jerry can that just sits in here, so you got extra fuel, so if you go romping you don't run out of fuel. But yeah, that's it for now. But yeah, if you've got any questions, just give us a hoy. I'll hopefully be able to answer them because of this new system that YouTube's got and Google. Get your goddamn shit together. It is bloody appalling. Alright, but I really got to say thank you to my subscribers, because I've actually just hit 50 subscribers now, and it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I am so happy about it. Thanks for all the support, guys. Sorry I haven't been around a lot. I've been working my ass off to bring you these YouTube videos. I haven't been doing them very quickly, but really big ones, because apparently some of my other ones were a bit short, so I'm giving you a big huge update. So thanks to all my old subscribers, you're awesome, and thanks to a couple new subscribers. I really hope you like the channel and where it's going, and yeah, I'll get back to you soon. Alright guys, thanks for that. Wait for the next update of the racing mower. Alright, take it easy guys. Bye.